Ponzi schemer Doug Vaughan will be sentenced tomorrow, and his defense is now fighting to keep him out of prison for as long as possible, even claiming federal prosecutors have reneged on their deal. But the feds are calling Vaughan and his lawyer liars, even saying Vaughan is pretending to be an alcoholic in order to get a lighter sentence. News 13's Katie Kim is in the Newsplex.
Dick Vaughan is looking at 10 to 12 years behind bars, but he'll spend that in a real prison cell or a country club prison. It's the day more than 600 victims have been waiting for. Real estate tycoon Doug Vaughan will face a judge tomorrow for swindling $75 million from investors and using it to fund his jet-setting lifestyle, which included a huge mansion he built on the 1001 golf course, stocked with Ferraris, high-end clothes, jewelry, and furniture. Federal prosecutors say Vaughan may never pay back any of his victims, so they want to make him pay with his freedom. 12 years in a medium security federal prison with typical criminals. His defense is asking for 10, which would qualify him for a minimum security prison camp or so-called country club prison. Vaughan's lawyers also want a year of that sentence spent in an alcohol treatment program and the option to voluntarily surrender when he's ready to go to prison. They claim the feds verbally promised those two conditions when Vaughan took a plea deal last December. Federal prosecutor Greg Farrat said that was never part of the agreement. In a lengthy letter, Farrat writes Vaughan and his defense never mentioned his so-called alcohol problem until less than a month before his sentencing, even quoting Vaughan's lawyer when she told a judge in December that her client only has a glass of wine with dinner. Farrat claims he's using a trumped-up Chardonnay addiction to avoid a real prison cell for a year. As for the voluntary surrender agreement, prosecutors say they've upheld it so far. Vaughan has been a free man since he pled guilty more than 8 months ago. Back to you.
All right, Katie, both sides agree that whether it's 10 or 12 years, it may as well be a life sentence for the 64-year-old Vaughan. But the defense thinks if he gets that shorter sentence, he will have a better chance of working to pay back